Let me ask you something, and just don't think about the answer too hard. Just let the first thing come to your mind. When was the last time you felt like you were exactly where you were supposed to be? Not rushing, not mentally preparing for tomorrow, not feeling guilty about what you should be doing right this second, not looking at your phone and feeling that weird, heavy pit in your stomach. Just here. Because I was thinking about this the other night, and I don't think I've felt that way since I was a kid, back when time just kind of existed and we weren't constantly trying to outrun it. For as long as I can remember, I have had this constant, buzzing anxiety in the back of my head telling me that I am late, that I am falling behind. And the crazy part is, I don't even know what I'm late for. You know that feeling? Like everyone else got handed a script for how life is supposed to go, and you were in the bathroom when they handed it out. So now you're just scrambling, trying to copy everyone else's homework, hoping nobody realizes you have no idea what's going on. I'm 21 years old, and I know how stupid this sounds, but I wake up some days feeling like my life is already over, like I missed the boat. How insane is that, to barely be an adult and feel like you're already out of time? But that's what we do, isn't it? I look at people my age, or hell, people younger than me, and they're graduating or starting businesses or going viral or finding their person. I see them moving to new cities, traveling, doing all these massive creative projects. And instead of just being happy for them, my brain immediately goes, look at them. They figured it out. What are you doing? You're running out of time. But time for what? I've spent the last few years treating my life like a checklist. I sit at my desk, staring at a monitor until my eyes blur, just trying to build things. Taking on freelance work, starting new projects, designing, coding, creating, always trying to make myself useful. Get this done, launch this next thing, make this much money, achieve this specific goal so I can finally prove to myself that I'm worth something. And I thought that was ambition. I really did. I thought I was just being driven, building my future, grinding it out like everyone says you're supposed to. But it wasn't ambition, it was fear. Pure, exhausting, soul-crushing fear. I was so terrified of being left behind that I forgot to actually live the life I was rushing through. I was sprinting on a treadmill, staring at the timer, just waiting for the numbers to hit a certain milestone so I could finally give myself permission to breathe. I told myself, once I finish this project, then I can relax. Once I save up this much, then I can take a weekend off. Once I get to this point, then I'll be happy. But you know what happens when you hit the milestone? You don't breathe. You feel good for about 10 minutes, and then you look around, realize you still feel empty, and you just up the speed on the treadmill. Because the fear doesn't go away, the goalpost just moves. I realized something recently that kind of broke me for a few days. The concept of falling behind is completely made up. It's a ghost, it's not real. Think about it, to fall behind, there has to be a track. There has to be a finish line. There has to be a set of rules that we all agreed to, but there isn't. We just made it up. We took a chaotic, random, beautiful, terrifying universe and slapped a timeline on it because the chaos was too scary to handle. By 18, you know what you want to do. By 21, you have your career started. By 25, you have your own place. By 30, you have it all figured out. And if you don't, if you take a different path, society makes you feel like expired milk, like you're defective. But it's a lie. It is all a massive, collective delusion. And I bought into it so hard that I started hating myself for not hitting imaginary checkpoints. It started affecting everything. I started pushing people away. I'd see my own brother, my family, my friends, and instead of just connecting with them, I felt this weird pressure to perform. I had to show them that I was busy, that I was grinding, because if I wasn't busy, what was I? I isolated myself. I'd sit in my room, exhausted, completely burnt out, staring at lines of code or design files that I didn't even want to look at, and I would call myself lazy if I stopped. If I took a break to just lay on the floor, the voice in my head would start screaming. Productive? God, I hate that word now. Since when did our entire worth as human beings get tied to our output? Since when did we decide that if you aren't producing something, selling something, or improving something, you are wasting space? You are not a machine, you are a person. I spent so much time optimizing my life, trying to be the most efficient version of myself, that I completely lost track of who I actually was. I was a resume. I was a portfolio. I wasn't a human being. So, what am I doing about it? How do you unlearn a lifetime of that kind of pressure? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I've achieved some enlightened state of peace. I don't have 3 easy steps to fix this. I still wake up in a panic sometimes. I still open social media, see someone my age doing better than me, and feel like a total failure. I still struggle to close my laptop at the end of the day without feeling guilty. But I'm trying to do this one thing, just one. I'm trying to radically accept my own timeline. I'm trying to look at my life, the messy, unorganized, out of order pieces of it, the half-finished projects, the uncertain future, and say, okay, this is where we are, and that has to be enough. I had to relearn how to do things that have zero return on investment. Things that don't make me smarter or richer or better, just things that make me feel alive. I'll just go for a walk without a podcast playing. I'll sit by the window and spend an hour just watching a storm roll in. I'll load up a game, and instead of trying to win, instead of trying to grind for rewards or beat the next level, I'll just walk around the map, just to exist in it. And at first, it was agonizing. The voice in my head screamed at me. It called me lazy. It told me I was wasting precious time. It told me I was falling further and further behind everyone else who was out there working while I was doing nothing. But I just let it scream. I didn't fight it. I didn't agree with it. I just let it throw its tantrum. And eventually, it got tired. The voice got quieter. And underneath all that screaming, underneath the anxiety and the hustle and the fear, I found a little bit of quiet. I realized that the world didn't end because I took an hour for myself. The sky didn't fall because I wasn't being productive. You aren't behind. Let me say that again, because I know you probably need to hear it as much as I do. You are not behind. You're exactly where you are, and wherever that is, it's okay. You haven't missed your chance. You haven't run out of time. The script they handed you is fake, and you are allowed to throw it away and write your own. Or not write one at all and just see what happens tomorrow. You have time. You have so much time. So just take a breath, drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. You don't have to have it all figured out today. You just have to be here.